Yo, people, welcome to another episode of Tell Me Why. And today's discussion is going to be, is rap dying? Now, to myself, I think rap is dying because when I get in my car, my first thought isn't to go into the car and think, yeah, I want to play some bangers today. I'll rather listen to a podcast or just have something in the background. I don't know about you lot, but for me, I just feel like it's all repetitive. It's all the same stuff. Like when I go into the car, I don't even know who to select no more. Like I've got songs on my playlist that I'll play over and over again, but it's that I think I've got to the point where I'll only listen to music in my car if I'm with people. If I'm driving and I'm with my son, then yeah, I'm not doing it. If I'm driving and I'm with like the man them or have other company, then yeah, cool, I'll listen to music. But other than that, the majority of the time I'm not listening to music anymore. And I don't know if it's just me, but I know it's the same for my peers around me. Like when I'm at home as well, I'll rather put on something to watch, whether that's Netflix, Amazon, Apple TV, or just a TV series. But at the moment for me, rap in particular is a dead space, and it's seeming to become a common theme for the general masses as well, because when I speak to my peers, they're not often listening to music as well. So I want you lot to tell me your thoughts in the comments, and just tell me if it's just me or if it's just my people. Like I don't really know what's going on at the moment. But anyway, I just want to get into this today. This is the topic. I want to see what everyone's conciseness is on this. In terms of like a YouTube video, Netflix or whatever, I'll generally go to watch those things when I'm listening, when I'm in my car. Whereas like 2 years ago, I was always going to play music. Like that was my first thing. Music was my go-to. Like music for me is life. Hence why if you go on the channel, you'll see that I've got loads of freestyles on there from loads of up and coming artists, and I definitely recommend you guys go check it out, because there might be a few things or a few artists that you might want to take a deep dive into. But generally, I'd say that rap is dying, drill is dying, music in general. I wouldn't say music in general is dying, but rap in particular is dying. Because I even remember maybe 2-3 weeks ago, for the first time for the first 30 years or 40 years, um, rap music wasn't even in the top 40s. And I know Spotify and these streaming platforms have changed the way in which they look at rap music or just music in general. They've changed the way in which it's recorded. I'll get a video up on that later on, just to elaborate on that a bit further. However, we're in a dead space right now, and usually when we get to this point where music is dying or rap music is dying, there's like another genre that pops up. Like say for example when grime died, or like, because there was a whole topic maybe in 2017-18 that grime was dead, and Wiley and them was a big advocate to say that yeah, grime ain't dead. How can grime be dead? And it's not the fact that it's dead, it's just that it's not popular right now. And usually there'll always be another sound that comes in and covers that space. And at the moment there isn't no sound that's taken over that space. Like for example, when grime died, or when grime was going downhill, drill came up and that covered it. And then when drill died, the wave covered it. Or when those genres died, then like the Afro swing covered it. But at the moment, there's no particular genre that's covering rap music, so it just seems that it's a bit of a boring space at the moment. But you lot can let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Again, we can debate out. Let me know in the comments. I'll respond to your comments, and then we can get a debate going and see if maybe I'm going mad, because I don't know. So I need you lot to tell me why it is going, or why it's dying, or if it's not dead, what is it? What is the current situation right now? So I'm gonna flip my screen just to get some other thoughts from other people.
Music is so fried, died, and laid to the side, baby. We don't want to hear that no more. We don't want to hear how you can pop your cat, pop your cat. We don't want to hear that.
Rap is an art form. You are supposed to be saying something. When I hear y'all music, y'all don't be saying nothing.
Rap is cool and all, but it's getting outplayed, bro. They talk about hoes, money, killing. Bro, I don't want to hear that every day, bro.
I am tired of the thinking. Like, I'm tired of seeing that. Can we bring back real music videos with real creativity?
The song is called Kissing You. It's about wanting to be with somebody so bad that it's just like kissing you is more than enough. And she took that and made pop that.
I
I've been noticing something off about rap music lately. And I'm not a music critic, okay? We're not about to sit here and talk about mumble rap or flows. What we're getting into is way bigger than that. Because people used to turn up to rap, not only because it sounded good, but because it felt good too.
So just on that as well. So what she's saying is that before, when music came on, it just made you feel a type of way, like you just wanted to go and express yourself, and maybe what they were saying in the music was things that you was going through. But at the moment, that's not happening. And with the fact that clubs are not as popular, raves are not as popular, it's a dying breed. Does that also have something to do with rap dying? Because if you think about it, when it comes to the cost of living, no one has the money to just go out on a normal Friday anymore. Like, people do, don't get it twisted. However, it's not the thing no more. Because if you look at it a few years ago, every Friday people were out, every Saturday people out, even Thursdays people were out. Because they used to say that Thursdays was the new Fridays. But even when people are going out, more time they're going to bars or to, my people, them, they're going to pubs as well. So am I going mad or am I telling the truth? At the moment, it's a big debate online. And for me, I might say rap is it's on the decline. I wouldn't say it's dying, but it's definitely on the decline. Why? Music was the in thing. What's going on? Why are we not there at the moment? Am I going mad, people? Like, anyway, I'm gonna play back the video in this just so you guys can get a thought from someone else as well.
Well, today, instead of turning up, a lot of people are turning down the volume. From female rappers asserting their dominance through sex to male rappers asserting theirs through violence, it's like every time a new rap song drops, we already know what it's gonna sound like.
Is that another thing? Is music in general just boring because it's the same stuff that they're talking about? It's the same topics, and we've just gone through so much music. It's like, can I even take it anymore? Like, I love music. Music will always be a part of my life. That's why I started the freestyle channel in the first place. Just because I had friends who were making music and they wasn't doing anything with the music. So I wanted to create a space that was affordable for people to release their music. And that's what I done. And I was doing it for a few years, and then it just got to a point where it's like the caliber of artists that was coming on the platform. Let me not offend anyone because the music was good. However, it got to a point where it was extremely repetitive, and I kept hearing the same stuff. Whether it was, I'm gonna drill, do this, or I'm gonna kill a man and do this. Like, brother, there's only so much of that you can take. Like, all the artists that came through on my channel were hard. Personally, pause. Don't kill me. Pause. Yeah. Yeah, personally, I thought all the artists on my channel that came up was like good because there was a reason why. Because I reached out to the majority of them. Some of them did reach out to me, but I reached out to the majority of them, and that just comes out to music in general. Like, music is good, but it just became a repetitive thing. But I'm gonna get back into this. I'm gonna flip the screen again.
And not just in the beat or the music, but in the meaning or the lack of. In today's video, we're gonna look at how and why rap became predictable, performative, and empty, and also why so many people are tired of it.
And that's another thing. Rap is predictable because usually from like the first 10 seconds, you can kind of tell what the artist is gonna talk about. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Because when it comes to music, you got to keep your audience engaged, and usually people these days have like what I call a TikTok brain. And what a TikTok brain is the fact that after 10 seconds you're either going to scroll past it or you may continue to watch it, but the majority of people don't have the attention span to stay or pay attention to something if it doesn't interest them. So you've got to do something extraordinary just to get the view. Now, when it comes to music as well, it's an expensive game. Because I remember when I was in music is expensive. When I was filming and doing stuff for people, it's an expensive game. Because if you're thinking about it, if you go into the studio, you may spend, what, 20 to 30 pounds. It's even more than that now. So let's say 40 to 50 pounds for a studio session. Yeah? Then you're spending about 150 pounds to get the song mixed and mastered. And then not only that, if you're really trying to release the music to the masses, then you also got to think about the cost of the beat as well. Because that's something that a lot of people don't factor in, and you can get copyrighted by that. And I only learned that when I was doing the freestyles, because I had a major impact on us monetizing on anything that we done. And I was a late learner, I know now. So when I'm doing things, I know exactly what to do with people to ensure that everyone is covered. So When it comes to that, so that's what, 40 to 50 pound on the studio session alone. Then £150 on the mix and master. That's what's that, two bills, £200 already. Then you've got to factor in the music video, the beat. Now music videos, if you're looking at a base rate, you're looking at maybe what, £350 for a video. And then if you want all the extras for a video, bro, you're looking at basically £1,000. It's an expensive game for the artists. So I get why people aren't necessarily doing it, because it comes back down to last week's topic where I was talking about the cost of living. A few years ago, there was a lot of expenditure when it came to music. Now there's no expenditure. So for the major artists now, where they're paying big budget on their videos, the beats are costing £10,000. Like, the producers that you're working with are costing X, Y, and Z. It's like, is it even worth it anymore? Because you can release your music on these streaming platforms and then you'll make that residual income. But it's like, to even make peas off music, you have to get like what, 100,000 views to make £50, £100. Is it worth it? Tell me why the streaming platforms take such a big percentage of the artist's money. It's not fair. It's not fair. You lot need to stop being greedy and allow other people to make money. Because at the moment, unless you're working with a major label, you're not really making money from music. It's taking you years to build up a following, to get that credibility, to get that residual income coming in and coming in and coming in. Pause. Anyway, before I go off on another tangent, I'm going to play the video just to see what homegirl's saying.
For entertainment, it was the start of a different type of revolution, and both men and women were shaping that. Rap started in places like Harlem and the South Bronx, in neighborhoods that were overlooked, underfunded, and almost forgotten.
This is Harlem, a place almost everybody has heard of, but where most outsiders have never been.
And that's just that. When it came to music back in the day, because it was a new thing, it's like everyone's story was like, wow, it's crazy. Because even for us in the UK, we used to look at America like, wow, that's so crazy. Like, imagine what it's like to be them. Like, the US had such a big impact on music. It done incredible things. Because if you look at the influence that 50 Cent had back in the day, it was crazy. Because if you look at what we was doing in London, we was copying them with the hats, the Air Forces. Or if you're looking at the Nigerians or the Africans, or not the Africans, like the Ghanaians, or wherever you may be in Africa, they were starting to even have the American accent. Look, even Tim Westwood, for Pete's sake. Tim Westwood's like, yeah, man. Yo, guys, well, all that jazz, bro. The US had such a major impact on music. And do you reckon because it's had its time, it's like so much people have done things, it's like, what, it's losing its value? It's not that anymore. Or people have easy access to America. It's not really seen as special as it once was. I'm going to go on to our next video.
It's like the numbers are in, and there's really nothing you could do to dispute it. Hip hop might be dead, at least commercially, in the current year of 2025. This post was going around a lot and said only 4 hip hop songs are charting on today's global Spotify chart, the lowest number in the chart's 9-year history. On this exact day 5 years ago, there were 56 rap songs on the chart. Now, this is a little bit odd because when I checked the global charts for Spotify, it showed me 50 songs, not 100 or however many songs they're seeing on this. But in the 50 charts on the day that I checked this out, there were no hip hop tracks. So that might even be worse. But even if we check out the Hot 100, because this is global, and pop music has always had more of a dominance globally, and especially now, K-pop music dominating global charts as well. But if we look at the Hot 100, it looks even spookier because that's in America. Really, the only people like Leon Thomas, he's not a rapper, right? He's up there though with R&B, and he's doing fine. But we've got Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA at number 26. We've got the Drake Party Next Door and Cash Cobain song that just re-entered the charts. So that song's been blowing up again, and that's more of the R&B album. We've got Big X the Plug. I will give you a spoiler right now. Big X the Plug is the most dominant rapper on the Hot 100 right now. He's got the most entries. Big X the Plug got 2 songs. Now one of them is with Bailey Zimmerman, and that's more of a country song. I talked about this when it first released on my other channel, I believe, or when it first started like doing crazy numbers. And Doja Cat, more of a pop act. She's been dropping more pop music. But we've got Tyler the Creator, who also has Sugar on My Tongue. That's at number 56. And then at number 59, Big X the Plug got his song Hell at Night. So Big X the Plug is dominating, but really all throughout the charts, you just see Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, Tate McRae. You've got Gunna and Burna Boy, but Gunna and Burna Boy, yeah, Gunna is a rapper. We'll give him that. And then Drake, of course. What did I miss? And then it's looking sparse. You got Tiramisu by Don Toliver, which I'm glad that song is doing good. That was a good track. It felt like he just dropped that out of nowhere. Was there a snippet that was circling around before on TikTok or something, and then he dropped it? Because I just saw a random drop by him. I clicked on it. I was like, yo, this is hard. I'm going to continue listening to this for the rest of the day. You also got in the 90s.
On the basis of that, taking everything in, the beginning question is rap dying. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's dying because it's still in the top 100, but it's not in the top 40. So I'm going to leave you lot to have a think about that. And then you can let me know in the comments if rap is in fact dying. So tell me why in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.